We've all been there, right? You've got 20 years of hard-won experience, and you need to boil it all down into a powerful story that grabs someone's attention in like 60 seconds. So today, we're going to break down exactly how to do that, using a real-world case study to build a framework you can start using right away.
It's the ultimate professional's dilemma, isn't it? You've spent an entire career mastering your craft, solving huge, complicated problems, but then someone asks, "So, what do you do?" And your mind just goes blank. How do you cut through all that noise and just deliver a statement of pure, undeniable value?
Well, this is what that value sounds like. Now, that single sentence, it's not a job title, it's not a list of chores you do every day, it's a mission statement. And it signals serious business impact right from the get-go. So the real question is, how do you actually build a statement that powerful? Let's break it down. Okay, so to really get how a story like that gets built, we have to start with the raw materials. In this case, it's a long and successful career, forged in a very specific and very heavy industry.
The professional at the center of our story is Mohammed El-habrouk. He spent over 20 years at Lafarge Cement in Egypt, working his way up to a pretty critical leadership role. Now, that kind of timeline shows incredible loyalty and deep, deep expertise. But, it also creates this huge challenge. How do you convince somebody that your skills aren't, just stuck in the world of cement?
This is where the magic happens. This is where we find the strategic core of the story. It's not about just listing job titles. It's about finding that one single theme that connects every role and every accomplishment. This is the aha moment.
And here it is, that aha moment. Monetizing operational stability. Boom. All of a sudden, this one idea becomes the lens for his entire career. It totally reframes the job from just managing logistics to creating tangible financial value. And that is a language every single business on the planet understands.
Of course, you can't just say it, you've got to prove it. And you prove it with cold, hard numbers. So first up, 70%. That's the increase in overall operational productivity he delivered just by re-engineering their processes. That's not a soft skill, that's a hard bottom-line result.
Then, 60%. That's how much he reduced critical system downtime by leading more than 15 application upgrades. Look, in any business, downtime is just lost money, period. A 60% cut isn't just a win, it's a massive win.
And 100%, a perfect data reconciliation rate across more than 450 transactions every single day. In today's world, 100% data integrity isn't some nice-to-have. It's the absolute bedrock of trustworthy forecasting and reliable financial reporting. It's everything. All right, so you've got your core mission. You've got the numbers to back it up. The next step? It's all about mastering the art of translation. This is where we stop talking about tasks and we start speaking the universal language of business impact. So on the left, you've got your typical resume line item, monitor system performance. Yeah, it's true, but it's kind of flat, right? But on the right, you have the translated value, guaranteed the operational continuity required for remote global performance. You see the difference? One describes what you did. The other explains why it mattered. It's that crucial shift from the what to the so what. And here's where this gets really, really powerful. A strong core message is adaptable. You don't have to change your achievements or your history, you just have to change the way you frame them. You learn to speak your audience's language. Check out how this works for two totally different industries. For a data company, the story highlights that 100% data reconciliation, because for them, perfect data is absolutely non-negotiable. But for a trucking company, the focus shifts to how system reliability creates optimized schedules and cuts costs. It's the same core skill, just translated into a different value language. That is what knowing your audience is all about.
So what's the end game in all of this? Once you have truly mastered your career story, the final evolution can begin. You start to shift from being the employee who does the work to the expert who advises on the strategy. You package up all that deep experience into a high-value offering.
And this is what that looks like. That same deep experience is transformed into strategic consulting services. We're not talking about tasks anymore. ERP data integrity audits, fleet productivity optimization. These are high-level solutions to really complex, really expensive business problems. This is what the ultimate monetization of operational stability actually looks like. So let's wrap this up with a clear framework you can put into action. Step 1, find your core mission. You got to dig deep to find that single unifying theme that ties it all together. Step 2, quantify your impact. Go find those hard numbers that prove you delivered. And step 3, translate for your audience. Reframe your story to focus on the value you bring specifically to them.
Which brings us to the final and most important question of all. It isn't just about what you've done, it's about what it all means. So take a moment and ask yourself, what is the core story that your career tells?